All right, we're going to do a 5-round mock draft of the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry's Playground. I don't think the lights are going to be too bright that it's going to stop me from catching these great draft picks. Okay, that was a little bit of a stretch, but we take those, right? We're a little Gumby. Little Stretch Armstrong in this. Look at that. Arms, can't even see the end of them. We are going to first, I want to look at Dallas's roster. So Cooper Rush is their lead quarterback. Wait a second, they got Dak Prescott. We've actually been talking about Dak Prescott a lot today. They've got him at 30th, but he's a top 12 quarterback in the NFL to me. He gets hated on a lot because the Cowboys are like the biggest team in the NFL. And so he is the biggest name on the biggest team. And since he isn't, top player like Lamar, Josh, Mahomes type player, I feel like it's sure, he's not clutch. I agree with that. He's had some big meltdowns in the playoffs, but we'll see. I'm a little concerned about their coaching situation. I don't exactly love what they did. McCarthy got fired too late, or I guess not renewed too late. So they weren't able to get like the number one candidates in there at all, and I don't know. We'll see what going forward, how it pans out, but I'm a little down on them going forward versus anything versus like say going into this past year. The greatest franchise ever, Fox, way better than the Steelers. How dare you, Redwood? I still hate you guys for 95. All right, Cowboys fans, I haven't forgot about it. The highest paid quarterback that plays like a top 60. Talk about Jordan Love again? All right. Wide receivers. So Turbin's a playmaker, but he might just be like, special teams guy. I don't know. Maybe he'll grow into a role on your offense as that like electric piece. Tolbert, Mingo. Like, I feel like a lot of average guys at best. And then your superstar, right? CeeDee Lamb. It says 29th, but top 5 in the NFL. Receiver. Rico Dowdle, I thought, played well last year. Ran for over 1,000 yards behind kind of like, no quarterback, beat up O-line. But a lot of people are looking to replace the running back situation. And a lot of people are saying Genty early. And I'm not sure I'm on the Genty early train at the moment because of the amount of holes you have at quote unquote more important positions. But it is a Jerry-esque pick, which is why it makes sense. Ferguson, I definitely think is better than 56th. He was injured coming into the year. I would not go ahead and touch the tight end position unless some insanity falls to you. Overall, at the line, Zach Martin is a free agent. Zach Martin, DeMarcus Lawrence, Cooks, Lance, Anger, Kendricks, Lewis, Rush. Would you sign Cooper Rush as your backup quarterback again? I don't hate it. So yeah, you guys got a lot of guys. Rico Dowdle we just talked about. Hitting free agency. Turpin's a restricted free agent, so you can match whatever he gets offered. Yeah. Overall, cap space. It's not too bad when you factor in restructures. You're $2 million over it. So I think a lot of Dallas is going to be relying on the draft here. Not a whole lot of dips in the free agency. Zach Martin is probably gone though, unless he signs super cheap. But we'll just count him as out. So. With that said, we didn't even look through the defense yet. Guyton and Steele. Guyton I thought was a reach last year in the draft. Steele has gotten slightly better. But I can see the need to replace, or if like you're fine, I'm fine taking a tackle there. Say if Will Campbell slips a little. Jordan Lewis, CB, Deron Bland, Diggs. Man, I don't know. Is Diggs going to come back healthier this next year? I'm okay. I think they have more upfront issues than maybe some of the positions we're looking through right now on defense. Defensive interior, Mazzy has not worked out whatsoever. Micah Parsons not going anywhere. All right, let's take a look. 5-round mock draft, Dallas Cowboys. Let's go PFF rankings. And let's change a little bit. Make it a little bit more random. A little bit more. Boom. Differentiated. All right, Dallas, 12th. Do I want to trade up if I'm Dallas? I think the answer is no. I have too many holes. I would rather trade down. Do we want to do a trade down here in this one? I don't think so. I think if I'm going to do a trade mock, I don't know. Let's see who's available. So it's Genty, Pierce. He's a kind of a great undersized edge. Would you want two Parsons? Well, Parsons and mini Parsons. Tyler Warren. We just talked about how much we like their tight ends. Dallas never trades up. Trading down is possible though. Yeah, I just like, I was looking and thinking about if I wanted to trade up or not, and I don't think so. Would I want to do something crazy? Tyler Booker is rated like number 10th on some like big boards out there. Tyler Booker to the Cowboys. He is like a phone booth superstar. Not maybe the greatest in zone blocking. Tyler Booker first round. I think, I don't know. Would I rather like maybe wait a little bit and grab a different interior? Because I would say I would like offensive line, whether it's tackle or guard. Maybe we'll look to next round. So I, as a Steelers fan, have expressed my love for Emeka Egbuka frequently. I love him, okay? I love the way he just got it. So if I'm Dallas and I'm sitting here choosing between Ashton Genty and Emeka, I think Ashton, position for position, bar for bar, is the more talented. The issue is, I feel like the depth at running back is much deeper this year than wide receiver. And so that's why, like, maybe you'd go for Emeka Egbuka to be, like, the counterpunch to CeeDee Lamb. And I don't know. It's hard to pass on Genty. Let's keep looking. Kelvin Banks. He's another phone booth superstar. Go in defensive interior, Walter Nolan. Kenneth Grant. Both great choices. Keep the guy home in Texas. Matthew Golden, who's been like rocketing up the boards. Steelers not getting Egbuka, baby. Let me live my dream. Okay. This is a tough choice, Dallas. Luther Burden. Luther Burden might fit what Dallas wants to do. Like, just get the ball in his hands and let him just make plays. He's like, Luther Burden stops and starts on a dime. One of the most, like, explosive accelerators you'll see out there. Cowboys will have several first-round picks. There's no way they'll be able to re-sign Micah Parsons, stay competitive, need cost control. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, generally when you re-sign someone, their first year is pretty cheap. That's how you structure it. I feel like if I'm building a squad, I want to build it like Philadelphia does, through the trenches. Could I trade back? Trade back with the Colts and get like 115? Can I get 80 out of this? I'll give you 169. 12 and 169 for 14 and 80. Let's trade back with the Colts, man. Let's grab another pick high. All right? So they went Warren Burden. So that means we're going to go offensive line. I think I want Armon. I really do. Zach Martin replacement. You know what? Give me the plow. Give me the freaking plow. Tyler Booker. Okay? He might be rated number 45 on this one, but he's number 1 in our heart, man. Give me Booker. All right. We got our Zach Martin replacement. Now, second round pick. We've got 44, 76, 80, 149. Second round pick. Keep me going. Defensive interior. We might be able to get Alfred Collins on our next pick. That'd be a stretch, though. Derek Harmon. Maybe we'll go like Farmer in a little bit. Farmer. Ooh. Shamar Turner. No. Let me get Jamari Caldwell. Yeah. We're gonna look to Jamari Caldwell later for a defensive interior as a true one tech. I like dude is just thick. He's short and thick. He's maybe not as athletic as Casey Hampton, but looks pretty similar, man. I'm gonna wait on a defensive interior. I'll fill a different hole here. You know what I want to do? Let me look to edge right here. What edge has been taken? Scorton, Ezuraku, Michael. Michael went a little bit later than you probably will see him go in the draft. I don't know. People like and they hate Michael. He's a very polarizing prospect. Dude, okay. I might be on one here. JT Tuimalau. Maybe I'm just seeing these Ohio State prospects different. I talked about Ibuka. This guy is a football player. It's hard to put into words how effective it feels like he is for maybe like the production profile. 86 rating is pretty darn high, right? Okay, 15 sacks. He had an insane amount of production. But like, Tuimalau feels like a guy we're going to look back on a few years and be like, whoa, I can't believe he went in the second round. Like, this is who I'm going to take, okay? An absolute gamer. JT, welcome to the Cowboys. All right, so now you got your second edge. Pick 76. There's plenty of good receivers left on the board. Isaiah Bond. I just drafted Isaiah Bond in my Buffalo one, so it's hard to go ahead and give him to Dallas in the mock draft later. So we're going to go ahead and say Dallas is going to take Tez Johnson. This guy was uncoverable. Great ratings from his first year through his last year. He was uncoverable at the Senior Bowl. The problem with Tez is the fact that he's like skinnier than anybody. Like he even I think he weighed in less than this at the Senior Bowl. He's like Tank Dell, but 10 pounds less. But absolutely crazy getting open in man coverage. And I think I want to go either wide receiver. Let me look at on running back here. Devin Neal is awesome. Dude. This draft is going crazy right now. We're going to go Tez Johnson. Yes, please. And then, ooh, I like Arroyo too. Azariah, Taylor. We're going to go right here to Devin Neal. Devin Neal has got the vision of Charles Xavier, man. He sees it before you even know it's there. Okay, I love it. Now, maybe you can argue Devin Neal is better in like a zone style offense. I can see that, but what's it? Zone grade 83, gap grade 86. So PFF. Now, PFF is not, the Bible or anything. Don't take them for like seriousness, but you watch Devin Neal play football, you're like, hang on a second, why is this guy so lowly rated? We'll see what he tests with. But right now, we got our guard, our edge, receiver, halfback. We're looking great so far. All right, we got our last few picks here in the 5th. Let me see what else I'd kind of like for them. Let me look at what the developmental tackle looks like. Emory Jones. I took Emory Jones like 4 mocks ago for another team. I forgot where, but he was thought of as a first-round pick prior to this year, and then he really slid based off his play. So I don't know if you believe the talent is still there. I really want to take him because he's the best talent available on the board at tackle. Let me look what else is here available. Brinning Stool, little underrated. CJ West, Upton Stout. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We are taking Jamari Caldwell right here. This is where we're gonna get our nose, our one tech to build the trenches up some more. Cowboys need to draft Jeff Stoutland. Emory Jones is terrible. Yeah. I just think, like, he really regret. Emory Jones is, like, the Ollie Gordon, but for offensive line this year. Ollie Gordon, same thing. Had an amazing year last year. Then this year, really regressed. And it's how much you put into his play his previous year, because he showed that he's got it. All right. Kyle McCord as your back. Oh, dude. They are losing to free agency Cooper Rush if they don't re-sign him. I don't know. Is he going to go for more than $2.5 million? That's relatively cheap. You could probably free that up, even though you don't have a lot of cap space at all. I don't mind the McCord pick as a backup quarterback. Oh, man. That's actually a really good point, Chet. Dang. Lindenberg. Stutzman. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, dude. let's go Kyle McCord, backup quarterback here in the 5th round. And then right here, we will take Jack Nelson. Seems like a fun name. Jack Nelson as the developmental swing tackle right there. All right. The Cowboys, they hated my 1st round pick because their mock draft has a much lower than other boards. So we got our Zach Martin replacement. That's going to be like, if Tyler Booker gets taken, are we going to get a similar reaction to when they took Zach Martin? All the Cowboys fans hated it at the time. But blankety blank was on the board. Why'd you take this guy? I don't know. Build through the trenches. So, guard, edge, wide receiver, halfback, interior, and then quarterback and, I don't know, like a swing tackle backup. Overall, I really don't mind this. Getting Tez Johnson, the playmaker, maybe you could argue that his skill set overlaps with Turpin, like we talked about, kind of a small, shifty guy. Probably similar reaction to Tyler Smith. I don't know. I love Devin Neal. There you go. Tulamau, like I said. My favorite picks in this one, 100%, is JT and Devin. And like I feel like he's like average value, since that's where a lot of people have him rated on the big board. And then Tez is like boom or bust. Tez is either going to be like, whoa, how did he slip this far? Kind of like Tank Dell was. Or people are like, oh man, he's going to be out of the league just like Tank Dell is. So that's I like in the 3rd round, big swings like that. That's how you win football, right? If you strike out, okay, it's a 3rd round pick. We effed up. But if he hits and if he looks the way he looks on the field of football in the pros, huge smash hit. But there you go, Dallas. That's my draft for you.